I see him, he's walking with another woman. I had on mismatching clothes. My hair was a mess because I'm just taking the dogs for a walk really quick. Oh my gosh, that's him with this beautiful woman. I thought, no, it can't be him. I couldn't really tell because I just wasn't looking enough. I was kind of far away. So today I'm going to talk about something that happened just tonight when I was walking my dogs. And I am going to be very open and honest with this. This is my Lonely in Truth channel, and I need to share this partly because of the reaction I had and I felt afterwards and what happened. So I want to start with the fact that I am in a neurodiverse relationship. I'm with someone who has autism. He was diagnosed when he was 60 years old and doesn't really accept the diagnosis. It's been a very difficult road journey. I'm talking about a lot with Cassandra syndrome and not being believed in what goes on in these types of relationships. And for me, in this particular relationship, we were never married. We don't have kids together. I have chosen to stay for several reasons. Part of it is financial. And I'm proud to say it. I have no shame for that at all. About 2 years ago, year and a half, I was walking my dogs and I was actually in my car. I was going somewhere and I saw this very nice man walking and he asked me a question and that was it. I think there was being work done on our yard or something. And just a really nice guy. And then I see him again and it was just odd kind of see him again somewhere random. I think just walking throughout the neighborhood. And then another time I'm walking my dogs and I see him walking again and we say hello and just chat. And it's nothing, you know. I talk to everybody. If you know me, I talk to everybody. And for me, I would tell you right now, I am no way interested in any type of other relationship than my own, even though it's very difficult, even though we're not married, don't have kids, all these reasons that people say, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? I stay for very good reason and of what I've gone through. So anyway, it was a year and a half ago. And then I find that he's kind of pursuing me. I never really got into any relationship talk. It was just always, hey, how are you? Nice day. And yeah, we're building on the house. And I don't know if I said we. I think at the time I might have said I, because we live very individually. I don't act like a person with a partner because I really don't have one in every sense of the word. I have one that's just there to help me financially. So although I am very unavailable, this handsome man keeps talking to me. And so then there was one point where I was really in a feeling of leaving my person and how do I do this? And it honestly, I have to find another man to take care of me. That was always my fear where I can't do that again because I'm going to find maybe the same or worse situation. Just stay in this one, work it through. This very nice man just wants to talk. And I gave him my phone number. And I know what you're going to say to that. You're just going to say, and I just thought it would be really nice to just have a man to talk to and go walk the dogs. And I remember sitting down with him just at the curb or whatever and just saying, look, I would just love somebody to talk to, but I am no way, shape, and form. Like there's no type of any of this going on. He's like, yeah, I'm just, we're older too. It may sound strange for if you're young, but I'm 55. He was well in his 60s. And it was just like companionship. He's alone. I'm basically alone. I know it's dangerous territory. I know that. I know. It's just a moment. And I'm being honest here because haven't you had those moments in these relationships? They're so hard. I'm sure you've had those moments. If anybody just looks at you nice or just says, hey, you look pretty, a man, you just, oh my gosh, because you don't get that from your partner mostly. If you're a Cassandra, if you're in a neurodiverse relationship, the autism, the comorbidity, the alexithymia, many times your person is not going to notice you. I'm sorry, it's true. So we live in the world. And I was just texting him, and then he would just start to say, you want to go to coffee? It's like, no, it's just, I'm going to walk the dogs. You want to take a short walk? That was it. And we actually never did that because I got nervous, and I just thought, no, he wants more than that. What am I, duh. I remember I used to avoid going down his block, and the times that I did, and I'll tell you this, beautiful Mercedes, beautiful man, beautiful house. I mean, if I wanted to find somebody else to take care of me, yeah, what am I doing? Why am I saying no? Because I had this goal. Especially a year and a half ago, I was still writing my book. I had this goal to live happily together, separately with the person I'm with. I know the person I'm with is a good person. He is extremely hard to live with. I'm seeing it through. We just got the house to live separately together. I'm seeing it through. It's working. So I'm glad I stuck to my goals and my truth. I don't want anybody else. I really don't. I want this to work with him, to live separately on my own and have YouTube, have my groups, this is my life now with women, with helping women. I don't want to have a man in my life. I don't want to go through that, and I don't want to risk finding somebody again. I know the red flags, but it's just too much. So today, I'm back in the neighborhood where I first met this person. He's just out of my mind completely. And there was one time where I was driving and I thought I might have saw him, and I went the other way. And I'm just walking my dogs, not thinking about it. I happened to take them I wasn't going to take them out walking today. And I'm walking, and we turn the corner, and I see a man, the gray hair, the slender, the tall, and he's with this legs going on forever, beautiful woman with the yoga pants and the hat, and just so pretty. And didn't really think much. I was just in my zone, and I had on mismatching clothes. My hair was a mess because I was just taking the dogs for a walk really quick. And they had 2 dogs with them, and so my rainbow's going nuts, and so I had to turn, and then they start talking to me. And I started to think, oh my gosh, that's him with this beautiful woman. I thought, no, it can't be him. I couldn't really tell because I just wasn't looking enough. I was kind of far away, and they were walking. We were trying to keep our dogs from, getting to each other. And so they go ahead of me pretty quickly, and I'm just thinking in my mind, oh, is that him? That has to be him because nobody else looks like him in this neighborhood. It's just like, well, okay, good. He found somebody, and good. But I still wasn't sure. And Rainbow's just like chasing after him. He wants those dogs so bad. I'm like, stop, calm down. And so then we're walking, and they're ahead of us, and they stop to talk to a neighbor. And this neighbor mowing her lawn was absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Like, oh, just kidding. And they start talking, and I know where his house is. And the woman with the man, she says, talks to the beautiful neighbor. Yeah, our house right there is down. I'm like, oh, it is him. She's already moved in. I just thought, well, if I would have blew up my life and blew up his life, they never would have met. She seems really lovely, and I was hearing them talk. So I'm like, okay, good, that's good. And I thought, is he going to text me like, nice seeing you or something? No, he better not do that. Or, and nothing ever was even talked about or happened. It was just the thought. So I walked up my road and just, they're still talking to this beautiful woman who's mowing the lawn. And I turn the corner and I'm just walking and I walk the dogs and we go to the house, we get to the house and the door's locked. He locked me out. And I'm just, of course he did. And then he's like, he answered, oh, sorry, I locked it. And I said, hey, it's what we do. We go out, it's in the habit, because he freaks if I lock the door. I just was, and then I found myself ripping off my harness on my dogs. And I started this anger feeling in my body. And this is the part that really surprised me, because, oh my gosh, I'm kind of pissed off. And I'm watching myself for the last hour, just angry. Like, damn it. And I just thought I wanted to share it, because the what ifs, like, dang it, and they look so happy. And I didn't know if he was like a weirdo too. Because that was part of it, was he lives too close. He could probably be some, but they were so normal. And a woman makes a man look good. He was pursuing me like, and she's so beautiful. And you go through those thoughts. I just thought, I was angry for like 2 hours. Oh my God. And it struck me, I'm not happy yet. I have a lot of frustration daily because I'm living with him right now. But that goal is happening. And it was almost like this, it felt like not a test, but it just felt like, of course this happened. I was like, no, I am proud of myself for staying the course. Because, good things come to those who wait. Good things come to those that keep doing. You keep going. My goal is for this to work. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I have enjoyed the journey along the way. Yes, there's been potholes and tunnels and darkness. Trust me. I've written 2 books. Like, everything is okay. But it was fun being the observer of myself. Just like, I missed that opportunity. But it is too much of a risk, and it wasn't right. And to me, I know I would be, what's the right word? Like, no shame on my part. Like, yeah, anybody would do the same in this kind of situation, relationship. But then again, I constantly feel it's not fair to anybody. And I'm not talking about cheating. I'm talking about, if you want to go as far as cheating in your brain, we all do it. But just to go as far as saying, what is your conviction? What is your goals? What is your journey in life? And to find that and to say, this is what I want to see this through, and then I'll regroup. I'm always forthright with my person. I'm always, even telling him we basically live as roommates, that we're not really together. We're not married. We don't own anything together. It's not that type of relationship. And so, yes, could I walk away in a very healthy, not a secretive, yeah. It's funny. For him, it's always been like that. Oh, if I find somebody, I'll just tell you. I never took it seriously because I didn't, what? Nobody does that. We're together. But now I understand it. And so it's not like that. It's a weird feeling. But I'm seeing it through. And I wanted to share that because I was so angry. Wow. And I'm sure you can relate if you're a Cassandra. We miss so much. We miss that the opportunities you have with a nurturing, reciprocal relationship that we do not have. We have other things. We do. I have seen the good in the relationship many times of what I've learned about myself. But and then I'll end with this, to not be in that victim mode of blame is key. When you're in that victim mode, it'll keep you stuck. So I went into a little bit of victim today. Like, if it wasn't for him, and that's normal. That's okay. Yeah, it's life. It's life. And I hope they're happy. She was like, there's our house. And oh God, she was so bubbly and cute. It's okay. Take care.